So people often have their interview, the end of panel maybe, or their first round or second round, and they come to me and they ask, I haven't heard back from the recruiter yet. Should I worry? Is this a bad sign? So on and so forth. So let me explain to you how the process works about coming back to you to explain your outcome. So Amazon has a policy which is called 2 and 5. And what that means is if you are going through a round 1 or a round 2, so that's when you have just met with one interviewer or an interviewer in their shadow. I'm going to do another one on shadows. The commitment from Amazon, big pause there, sorry. The commitment from Amazon is that they will get back to you with your outcome within 2 working days. That's 2 working days. So if you had your interview on a Friday, you can't expect Saturday and Sunday to count. It'll be Wednesday that you'd heard back, because it would be Monday, Tuesday, and then you'll probably hear from your recruiter on the Wednesday. That's for the early rounds. When it comes to people who have made it all the way through to loop or panel, congratulations. If that's one of you, if you're one of them, super duper. If you've made it all the way through to loop/panel, people call it different things. The commitment from Amazon is that you will hear back on your outcome by 5 working days. So things still counts, right? If you've done it on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday don't count. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So you can expect to hear from your recruiter either on the Friday or the Monday. Now, I'd say 90% of the time that happens and people will hear back on their outcome within the 2 or the 5 days. Sometimes it doesn't quite happen within that window. And that's not a bad thing. I very often get people coming to me panicking that it's gone over that time and they haven't heard anything. And is this a bad sign? It probably has 0 correlation or causality, should I say, to the quality of your interview and the likely outcome. Really what that's all driven by is to come up with a decision, they have to do a debrief. Now, to do a debrief, you have to get all of the people who interviewed you in your loop/panel together in the same place at the same time. Now, luckily, it's mostly over the phone these days or VC, so that adds a little bit of efficiency that maybe didn't exist before when they were in physical buildings. But nonetheless, you've got to get everybody in the same place at the same time. And that can be a real logistics challenge for the recruitment coordinator. And not quite often, but in those instances, it's usually the case that actually just that coordination of trying to get everybody in the same place at the same time has been really difficult, and they haven't been able to get the debrief done within the period of time. So if it is you and you're worrying that you haven't heard in the time frame, it's not indicative of how you've done. It's just this kind of logistics challenge of everything. Now, what I would say is if you're going quite a bit over that 2 and 5, if it's kind of an extra day or 2 when it comes to the 2, or an extra couple of days, 3 days when it comes to the 5, you should definitely reach out to your recruiter just to remind them that you're there. They're hugely busy people, as you can imagine. There's no way that they don't contact you on purpose. They are very conscious of the customer experience. Candidates are always spoken about as being customers when it comes to the recruitment experience. So they are interested and they do care, and they will get back to you as soon as they can. But it's definitely worth just kind of reminding them that you're there and you're waiting. So I hope you found that video useful. Now, if you don't want to take any chances with your Amazon interview, then I suggest you just take a look at this video here. It's going to tell you all about the Amazon Interview Wiz Academy, which is my affordable way for accessing deep, expert Amazon interview coaching from me. So until next time, take care.